rock that beat.
So last week I said that I really liked the previous episode for Boruto, because it had, I literally put it in the title of my video saying that Boruto got like actual like development, like character development, and I still stand by that. I still stand by him getting tons of character development because of what happened last week. You know, his friends are really upset with him right now, and so is his dad, and everyone is pretty much upset with Boruto because he cheated to get to where he was in the tuning exams, and he cheated in the final part, the final act of the tuning exams, just because of reasons, I guess. I still don't really get why he did it, but I guess it's mostly because he just wants to prove himself to Naruto that he's strong. But it doesn't really prove anything when, you know, you cheated, you know, and he knows this, but he still does it anyways. So it kind of like pisses me off because of that. But the episode begins where we left off last week, and then it continues on, and then Momoshiki shows up. He starts talking to Naruto, saying that he's after, you know, basically his chakra and stuff, because basically in the same episode, they explained that they're trying to revive the divine tree so that way they can create pills out of the chakra fruit, because the only way that you can revive the divine tree is by combining all of the tailed beasts again into the 10 tails. So I don't really know how they were planning on doing it, but regardless, they were planning on trying to revive the divine tree so they can create pills out of the chakra fruit, so that way they can be exponentially more powerful. So they don't say that in like the first like 3 or 4 minutes in the episode. They just kind of flex on each other, and then the intro kicks in. So, and then after the intro kicks in and then it ends, the whole stadium is basically collapsing, right? Because Kinshiki did like some sort of like AoE like earthquake kind of attack, sort of. Excuse me. Excuse me. And it shakes like the whole area, right? And it's shaking the entirety of the arena, and it's basically collapsing on top of almost everybody, right? But of course, because Kakashi's there, Konohamaru's there, Sakura, basically like since all these like high level shinobi are here, they don't really have to worry about anything, especially the Kage, especially Gaara, because he can just lift shit up with this fucking sand, right? And one scene that like kind of like pissed me off. I don't know why it kind of like pissed me off, but it did. So Shinki wakes up from being fucking unconscious, and then he's like wondering what the hell is actually going on. And then he notices that Momoshiki's like going after Naruto or whatever, right? So this motherfucker has the gall to think that he can actually try to fucking beat this asshole. And then Gaara's like, no, you're not strong enough. What the fuck are you doing? And I'm just like, what the fuck was he doing, man? He was thinking that he can actually like go and try to like fight him and shit. Like, no, like Momoshiki's fodder, but Momoshiki's fodder to like full power Naruto. Like, he's not fodder to fucking Shinki, who has magnet release. Like, that's not enough, dude. That's not fucking enough. I know Shinki's like a really smart fighter and all, and his Iron Sand is like super powerful and everything. I just don't think he's strong enough to be able to do anything. Same thing with Sage Mode Mitsuki, because Sage Mode Mitsuki makes a small appearance, and Mitsuki is like planning on trying to help Boruto, because at this point Momoshiki has kicked the fuck out of Naruto and he sent him flying. Boruto's fucking stupid ass is trying to shoot like jutsu out of his fucking scientific ninja tool, and Momoshiki's just standing there absorbing all of the jutsu. So I'm like, why are you trying to continue this pattern even though it didn't even work like the first like 2 times that he did this? You noticed he's absorbing it, but you're still trying to do it. Whatever, right? So Mitsuki's like, I gotta help out Boruto, right? And he doesn't care about the repercussions. He just wants to help out his friend. So he goes Sage Mode for like 2 frames. And then Urakashi, I think that's what... I don't know. I don't really know this stupid name, but the third Otsutsuki member that isn't Kinshiki or Momoshiki, he's there, and he basically then takes the chakra from Mitsuki's Sage Mode. Now, I don't know if that completely got rid of his Sage Mode, or he just took some of his natural energy, because the way that you use Sage Mode is by absorbing natural energy all around you, and then you turn into Sage Mode. So Gara and the Mizukage, I forgot his name. I apologize for forgetting his name. They're gonna fight that guy, and then Shikamaru actually shows up, and Sasuke shows up as well. And Sasuke's trying to like save Sarada because she's about to get attacked and killed by Kinshiki, but then Sasuke shows up, so she's pretty much fine. But he can't really like do anything to like defend himself because he has only one goddamn arm. So Shikamaru shows up and he uses his shadow paralysis jutsu on Momoshiki and Kinshiki, and Sasuke's able to get out of there, and they're basically just waiting for some sort of attack, right? So at this point, like towards like almost the middle of the episode, like the end of the first half, right? They start explaining like plot related stuff, like yeah, they're basically in the same clan, the same Otsutsuki clan as Kaguya, and these were the guys that Kaguya was the reason why she was making all the white zetsu, right? That's what she was preparing for. And then, yeah, like I said in the beginning of the episode, they're planning on basically replanting and reviving the divine tree to create pills out of the chakra fruit, so they can be really powerful almost all the time, right? And then Naruto basically goes on a tangent saying that's not true power, and of course, Boruto hears this and he's like, "Oh, so it's like the same thing with the ninja tool," and then I'm just like, "Yeah, stupid." I'm sorry, but he's then starting to like catch on, and that's the reason why Naruto had prohibited the scientific ninja tool, because you're not showing your true strength and your true power in the tuning exams. You're basically using a ninja tool to gain an advantage, and that's what he did. He got an advantage by using the ninja tool, and no one even realized it until Naruto finally saw him. He saw him use it last weekend, in the last episode, when Boruto pulls out purple lightning when he can't even use the jutsu. So stuff happens with the Mizukage and Gata, and they're fighting Urakashi, whatever his stupid name is, like I said. So Momoshiki is planning to throw some attacks, right? So he's then trying to, because the way that Momoshiki's Rinnegan works is that through his right hand, through his right palm, his Rinnegan absorbs any jutsu, and his left actually basically shoots out the same jutsu backwards as a counterattack, but it's like twice the power. It's like significantly more powerful than what was shot at him, right? So of course Naruto goes KCM Sage Mode, or maybe even Six Path Sage Mode. I have no idea. It kind of looks like it would be Six Path Sage Mode just because of what his KCM kind of looks like now, but then again, it kind of looks like KCM too, so maybe I'm fucking wrong, and Naruto really can't use Six Path Sage Mode, even though that's stupid, because whatever, I'm not going to get into that argument. So Naruto creates a bunch of shadow clones, and they're all in KCM, right? He's in KCM, and he's in Sage excuse me, he's in Sage Mode. I just choked at my words for a second, I'm sorry. He's in Sage Mode, he's in KCM, and he's trying to basically not only protect Boruto and Sarada, because they're in the same goddamn area, but there's still people in the arena who haven't gotten out yet. So he's trying to protect them, and then Momoshiki creates like a gigantic freaking tailed beast bomb and is like shooting it at Naruto. Sasuke at this point has then combined the Kurama avatar with his Susanoo, and it's not enough, and then it's basically at this point where Naruto, he basically sacrifices himself for the better of the village and for the two kids, Boruto and Sarada. Spoiler alert: Naruto doesn't die, because at this point in the series, they don't have the gall to be able to fucking kill off Naruto. Not yet, because from what we saw from the first episode, they may have killed him off at that point of the timeline, I have no idea. I can't tell you if they did. But at this point in the series, Naruto's not gonna die. He's gonna be fine. But basically, Naruto, he sacrifices himself because as the Hokage, the entirety of the village is his family. He has his own family with like Boruto and Hinata and Himawari, but the entire village is seen as his family as the Hokage. So he basically is trying to protect them with all his might. So he charges up. He's not going full power, and he can't, retaliate back because Sasuke even says himself he can easily get rid of this attack. Easily get rid of this attack. It's not even a problem. But he doesn't do it because it'll cause severe damage to the village, which is the reason why he's just trying to hold it back, right? Like that's what some people are probably like wondering. Like some people will probably wonder why didn't he just like shoot a tail beast bomb or something or like that, right? Because the Kurama avatar was in the midst of creating a tailed beast bomb, but it diminishes and he gets rid of it. And Sasuke then explains he's trying to protect the village, and if he retaliates back, the whole village will basically be fucked, right? And in Boruto, he's starting to basically, kind of understand better of why Naruto does the way that he does, and why he does the things that he does, and why he is how he is. And the entire time he's just seeing the type of power that he's never seen from Naruto before. He's never seen this from Naruto. So seeing his reaction to how massively powerful his dad is something that he just didn't expect, right? And at this point, we're like 62 episodes in because of this new episode, and I'm just like, fuck it, finally. I wanted to see Boruto shit himself seeing Naruto at one of his most powerful like points, right? So basically the tailed beast bomb that Momoshiki threw, it explodes. Boruto yells out "Dad," right? Because he's worried about his fucking dad. He wants him to be okay. He wants him to save the village and himself and everything, and then just explodes. And then in the next episode, in the previews, Boruto wakes up in the hospital because he got unconscious, right? He passed out from like the impact of the explosion, and then because of the repercussions of him using the scientific ninja tool, of course his friends are gonna go and confront him, right? So I'm like super interested on like what they're gonna do for next week. I like I said last week, I really fucking hope that they don't make like Boruto's friends like forgive him like immediately like that, because that's gonna piss me off, and that's basically gonna negate all of the reasons of what happened last week. It's gonna negate everything that happened last week and basically make it nothing. Because I already said last week that if they make the whole cast of characters of his friend group like forgive him basically instantly like that, like basically in the next like week or so, then everything that happened and the reaction that they gave to him using the scientific ninja tool, it was basically for nothing, right? And I would hate that they would do that. I would hate that they basically make that character development that they did for Boruto basically be meaningless almost, right? So that's basically the end of the episode. The episode was really good. There was a lot of action in the sense of what was going on with Gata and his fight, and there was a lot of stuff that was happening in terms of plot related stuff with the Divine Tree and the reason why Momoshiki is after those of the Jinchuriki of the Tailed Beast, right? And him trying to get like the Chakra Fruit and the Divine Tree and stuff like that. And then the final scene where Boruto is basically mesmerized by his dad and his sheer willpower, right? And I don't know. I'm trying to find like the words to explain like what the ending of the episode conveys, and with Boruto's reaction and stuff to his dad and what he did. I'm trying to find the words to say, but I kind of can't right now. I have to like rewatch the episode and maybe increase my vocabulary a little bit so I know what I'm talking about, because I mainly sound like an idiot all the time, but that's whatever, right? The episode was really good. I really enjoyed it. The animation was, obviously, pretty good. It like for the last like few weeks or so since like the whole like Boruto movie retelling started, the animation's been pretty good. There was like one shot of Naruto that looked kind of off, but then again, it was kind of the same thing in the movie, so I can't really fault it, I guess. But I kind of still want to fault it because it didn't look the greatest, but it didn't look, I guess, awful either. You know, I've seen terrible animation before, so whatever. I'm just gonna leave it at that. The episode was really good. I really enjoyed it. The messages and like the whole like tellings at the end of the episode was really good. They did this better than what they did in the movie. So far, they've done like this whole entire plot better than the movie. You know, because there's only so much that you can put into a movie. You know, in like a few hours or like an hour or so, right? But with the anime, they did a much better job. You know, telling the plot and the reason why Momoshiki's there and what the fuck he's actually doing, and it kind of shows up more of his feats, kind of, because Momoshiki isn't like the weakest character, the weakest enemy they ever fought. It's just that at this point with Naruto and how stupidly overpowered he is, he's pretty much fodder, right? So they had to nerf Naruto in some way, right? Same thing with Sasuke. So whatever, right? So I'm gonna end the episode here. I keep stuttering because I'm bad at commentaries, and I apologize for that. So I'm gonna wrap up the video. Like I already said, I hope you did enjoy, and if you did, leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, please be sure to leave a like or subscribe. I'm sorry. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like. And if you are new, be sure to subscribe for more videos just like this. I will maybe have another video out today, if not today, tomorrow. And it's basically just stuff that I saw at E3 this year in terms of games and stuff that I was really excited for, and I really want to talk about them and in a video. So be on the lookout for that. I'll see you guys next time. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm out. Peace.